troleado. A ver, me, me han troleado. ¿Cómo que no había empezado todavía? Maldito Twitch.
Enjo's weirdest and most wonderful.
Hi, everyone! I'm the Galactic Baseballer!
Speaking of weird and wonderful.
Hey guys, Grey Knife in here. It's an honor to be a guest on the 1.5 special program. I mean, Owlbert's Haunted Cienjo special program.
Huh?
Hay que ver cuando empieza el de
Did you
Genshin.
unlock a new skin?
That's one way of putting it. Naturally, an anchor of my standing needs to have the best wardrobe department in town. Now, as our audience will be well aware, the Cienjo is constantly roaming the universe, and the universe is filled with
May es de fondo. No, ese es Sueji.
It should come as no surprise then that the Law
Anya y
has had its
Coco.
fair share of strange encounters. And speaking of strange,
Tiene como huellas de perro ahí en los ojos.
gave us a sneak peek into a place of mystery, evil, and ghost fire. Fixtral Garden.
I thought Fixtral Garden was just some old abandoned place on the Luofu. Why is
Espero
it
que no se
suddenly getting
solapen.
so much attention?
Allow me to explain. A while back, the Artisanship Commission's creation furnace was shattered, and the heliobi trapped inside were able to escape.
Bueno, no están hablando mucha vaina importante, así que.
Yup. Fixtral Garden.
I see. Wait, what's a heliobi?
People say that the heliobi are the result of accumulated grievances. They can possess people, deceive the senses, affect the soul, and
No hay
usurp
chat.
the flesh.
Solo de suscriptores, nadie
Those
se va a
possessed
suscribir.
exhibit bizarre behavior and restless thoughts. Ooh, it's a truly frightening spectacle.
But the creation furnace wasn't exactly fragile. How could it just break?
Rumor has it, the Artisanship Commission's surveillance recorded a gray-haired figure in dark clothing.
Huh. Gray hair, dark clothing. Did they have a baseball bat?
Hey, don't pin this on me! The destruction of the creation furnace was a direct result of the Stellaron disaster. Right, Albert? Just tell us more about Fixtral Garden.
Fixtral Garden has always been overflowing with yin energy, and the garden itself is
es la
littered
zona
with
nueva.
suppression towers,
Parece
stone
Liyue.
and ancient trees.
Tú me dices que eso es un trailer de Genshin, que es
When the
Liyue y
sun
yo te
goes
creo.
down, things get a whole lot creepier. The garden is layered and deceptive, and it's easy to lose your bearings. Since the heliobi moved in, it's probably the most dangerous place on the Luofu. Heliobi are experts when it comes to possession, and even the most experienced Wraith Wardens and Arumaton Spectral Envoys can become their
Y
victims.
eso parece enfático.
When you can't tell your friend from your enemy, things tend to go south fast. If all that wasn't enough, they say that
Son
Mara-stricken members
mujeres.
of the
La
Ten
versión
Lords
mujer
Commission
de los bichos
also
eso.
wander the garden. A word of advice? Keep your wits about you.
Sounds like great streaming material to me. I bet
Esta es la
I can
misión
become
que
the
sigue.
Cienjo's #1 streamer in no time.
Funny you should mention. To most people, Fixtral Garden was always a strange and desolate place.
Sí, ahí dice Trailblaze
But
Continuance.
now that stories are beginning
No es
to
la misión
circulate,
principal, pero es como
the
una principal.
situation has changed. Recently, the Cienjo's online forums have been filling up with posts describing supernatural phenomena in Fixtral Garden. Everything from self-playing violins to the wailing cries of vengeful ghosts. Unsurprisingly, Cienjo fans of the supernatural are loving every second.
In my experience, forums aren't exactly the most reliable news sources.
Ugh, who cares if some of it's false? This is a hype train I can't afford to miss. Trailblazer, what do you think? Want to start a ghost hunting squad with me?
Fire breathing, Kwaiban performances, headstands, balancing acts, spear deflection, sword juggling, and boulder smashing weren't enough, huh? Now you're an expert in ghost hunting?
Who said I was an expert? I just have a lot of transferable skills, that's all.
Well, you better hope so. Speaking of which,
Yo me pregunto, ¿por qué es
brand
un
new
búho?
version 1.5 Trailblaze
Si el búho no sale en el
Continuance,
juego
a
tampoco.
Phuxian tale of the hunted. The ghost hunting squad will be responsible for chasing down Heliobi, purging evil, resolving crises, and protecting the Xianzhou. A Phuxian tale of the hunted is divided into 5 chapters and starts off with the ghost hunting squad facing an unusual danger and Sojourner's ghastly reverie. Once this
¿Cuál de
chapter
los
is
dos?
complete, the story continues to unfold.
Pero si no,
with
no es
twins,
secreto, están allá abajo.
Sword Essence, and Phuxian Dream.
5 chapters, huh? We'll be topping Xianzhou internet searches in no time!
See? I knew we were on the same wavelength.
In addition to Trailblaze Continuance, and together with Miss Guinifin, Trailblazers will also be facing Fixtral Garden dangers and
Parece que todavía no van a decir nada
walk through
del
urban
Tabibito
legends
Abundancia.
and Ghost Hunting Squad missions.
Cool!
Oh,
Genshin no leo.
and I almost forgot to mention, during the Ghost Hunting Squad's fixtural exploration, Trailblazers can jointly manage Guinifin's socials. Posting threads is a great way to create discussion
O sea,
among
hay que
Xianzhou
seguir el
netizens
Twitter de
and
Guinifin
fans of the supernatural.
o el
I
Reddit.
can't wait! We're gonna get the whole Xianzhou talking.
Parece un
Seriously,
Reddit con
this
Instagram.
is once in a lifetime material. We gotta
Ahí
plug it
parece
for
Instagram.
everything it's got. I'm talking daily updates, community
Y en el
engagement,
menú de
all
atrás
that good
parece
stuff.
Reddit.
Once you get enough momentum, the fan base grows itself.
Y también
Social
salieron
media
las
stardom
gráficas de
is finally
YouTube.
on the horizon.
Oh, you know, Miss Guinifin, there's
A
always
Phuxian
room for
tale.
creative talents at the IPM. And
Quiero
I
sacar a
want to build
Juju,
more
pero
than
necesito
anything,
sacar hasta
but
más
I've
rápido.
introduced a lot of big names in the company. The Albert stamp of approval goes
Aguanta,
a
van a
long
regalar el
way.
cono
Aw,
de
thanks,
de
Albert.
Guinifin. O es un
I'm
cono
afraid
nuevo.
I'm too invested in the Xianzhou for
No
now,
parece
though.
el de.
Good to know there's an offer on the table.
No se parece al de suscribirse a mi
Here's my
canal.
card if you ever want a collab. Just give me a shout.
Deal. Now, where were we? Oh, socials. Increasing your account's popularity level allows you to unlock more stories and events. Your ghost hunting skills will only improve
O sea,
as you
hay
unlock
que,
more
hay que
suppression
ser
towers and
youtuber.
take on
Hay que,
new
digo,
challenges.
hay
Not
que ser
to mention,
influencer.
by completing limited time missions, Trailblazers can obtain the event light cone, hey, over here. What do
El
you
código,
think,
el
Guilings?
cono de
Let's
evento.
give it up for Guinifin's generosity. Woo!
Me perdí el
Still,
cono
I hope the ghost hunting squad is up to the job.
de esta
Sounds like
Silver
we'll have
Wolf.
a lot on our plate.
Don't
Porque no
worry.
me dejaron hacer el
You
evento.
might just
Pero
be
este no
getting
me lo voy a
helping
perder.
hand from one of the Xianzhou's most formidable forces, the Ten Lords Commission. They're the judges of the Mara Struck, the arbiters of life and death. When it comes to warding off evil and expelling the supernatural, nobody does it like the Ten Lords. But despite their reputation, they're shrouded in a certain amount of mystery.
Whoa! The 10 lords are getting involved? Just when I thought our stream couldn't get any crazier!
Well, before you get too excited, I'd spend some time getting to know your assignee. The Ten Lords have dispatched a trainee judge to assist the ghost hunting squad in investigating the Fixtral Garden
Whoa, whoa.
situation.
Trainee, huh? As long as they're confident in their abilities.
Yeah, about that.
Juego. Me da risa cómo pega. Y luego se le mete el diablo.
Huahua is a wind-type character following the path of abundance and a trainee judge of the Ten Lords Commission.
Wait, is her tail on fire?
Those are the spookiest looking flames I've ever seen!
Yeah! Does being on fire help with ghost hunting?
What are you two whispering about?
Nothing! Just
Con Jun es de
beginning to doubt her
frío
credentials?
y ella es de
Did
fuego.
this little girl become a judge in the first place?
Good question. Huahua is essentially a magnet for evil, something that comes in super handy for the Ten Lords Commission. They couldn't believe their luck.
Necesito
Sounds
Juego.
qualified.
Of course. Talent comes in all shapes and
Bueno,
sizes.
todavía tengo que sacar
The
topas.
key is to
Quiero
bring
sacar a
the best
Jojo
out of
y quiero sacar el cono de Silver con
Still,
Sorron.
to her, Huahua's unique skill set isn't exactly a blessing. People say she has the worst luck on the Xianzhou. Always running into ghosts, tripping over thin air, you know the deal.
Well, if I spent my life running into ghosts, I'd probably fall over a lot too.
Creo que en
I
Genshin
remember
no hay
one
un
of my
personaje
Guilings
como
had the
ella.
same problem. Lucky for her,
Que sea
one of my
tímida.
sponsors sells this amazing remedy that can...
Sakarosa es lo más
getting
parecido.
sidetracked. Anyway, I only told you half the story.
Pero Sakarosa es
Bad
tímida, no
luck, evil
temerosa.
attraction, call it what you like. It all started from a single unfortunate event.
Oh?
When Huahua was a little younger, her tail was possessed by a monstrous long-life species. Any guesses?
¿Ya, Miku?
It was a heliobus. That very same day, the Ten Lords Commission decided to seal the monster in its hiding place and took Huahua under their wing.
I get it. So Huohuo is
Aguanta,
kind of
tiene
like
dos
a-
voces, o
a
sea que el
Ten Lords
zorro
guinea
cuenta
pig.
como otro personaje, es como
I
Kindred de
think
LOL.
Gerda had a similar fate planned for me.
That may have been part of it. However,
No,
the
es por
Ten
lo, yo me
Lords
refería a Jade
realized
por lo que
that
él dijo.
Huahua had the ability to pacify the monster.
Porque él dijo que la última especie de una criatura no sé qué se le
But
metió
she's
en la
just
cola.
a
Entonces que
baby.
se le metió allá.
How could a scared little Foxian girl ever take on the responsibilities of the Ten Lords?
Oh, Huahua's well aware she's a scaredy cat. That's why she watches so many horror mercia to train her courage. I guess you could call that fighting fear with fear.
Quiero ver las habilidades. Hay que ver las
After all
partículas,
week,
como dice,
y'all.
como
That
dice el
actually
güey.
worked. I'd have joined the Stellaron Hunters already.
Practicality aside, Huahua's willingness to confront her shortcomings is a true sign of professionalism. Not to mention, having spent more than a few years in the company of a heliobus, she's had to develop her own tricks for banishing evil.
No sé quién es el tal
Huahua's
Gilio
basic
que
attack, Banner
Ahí está la habilidad,
Stormcaller, can deal wind damage to a single target.
daño viento
Kinda
single
looks like
turret.
her tail is the one making the decisions.
When using her skill, Talisman Protection, Huahua bravely brandishes her banner, restoring HP to a single ally and adjacent teammates.
Are you
Cu-
sure she's not trying
Cura
to
uno
surrender?
y a los adyacentes.
Huahua's ultimate, Tail Spiritual Domination, can regenerate allies' energy and increase their attack.
Well, so that's what a heliobus looks like.
No wonder it took the Ten Lords Commission to seal it away.
When under the influence of her tail, Huahua has a few special talents. After using her skill, she receives Sacrifice Life. Sacrifice Life can grant allies a set amount of HP restoration at the beginning of their respective turns or when
Restauración
they
de
use
vida.
their ultimate.
Nice. Not
Y
bad
cuando
for
usan
a
la ulti es como
trainee,
la habilidad de
This
Lynx.
ghost hunting squad's gonna kick.
Cuando ellos es el turno de
That's
ellos,
not all.
les va a
Huahua's
curar.
technique, Fiend Impeachment of Evil, sends her enemies into a horror-struck state and scatters them in
Les
all
mete un
directions.
fear, como
When
si fuera
attacking a
Fiddlesticks.
horror-struck enemy, there's a chance of reducing their attack.
Oh,
Y
scary.
le baja el ataque. A la
enemies.
mierda.
Nice moves, Huohua. Still not getting judge vibes though.
Hey, easy on the trainee. Of course, when you're dealing with Helioba, the more judges, the better. That's why the Ten Lords appointed a seasoned veteran to bring up the rear. I'm talking about none other than Hanya!
Anya. Como Shenhe, pero más muerta. La canción. Yo sí quiero a Hanya, pero Hanya va a venir con argentino, creo. O viene con ella. Ay, ojalá que venga con ella. Así la saco mejor.
Hanya is a netherworld judge of the Ten Lords Commission. She's a physical type character, following
Físico.
the path of harmony.
Buffer.
Ah, I remember that.
Como
face.
Bronia o...
I saw her on the Return to Darkness light cone.
Correctamundo. Rumor has it, she's one of two sisters dedicated to the work of the Ten Lords. She's responsible for predicting karmic offenses and recording corresponding
Ella es la que sale en el cono
Or to
y
be
ella
more
sale con
precise,
Shueyi.
Hanya
Shueyi que por
reads
ese
the karmic
androide.
sins of criminals and uses her oracle brush to record their punishments. She's good at her job and takes it super seriously.
Cuatro
The
estrellas.
Ten Lords Commission, her reputation precedes her.
Sounds like a Ten Lord celebrity.
She's put in the hours, that's for sure. In order to determine their sins, Hanya reads the memories of the Mara struck in the form of dreams.
Cool. Sounds like our ghost hunting squad just found its guiding light. No offense, Huohua, but those sound like credentials.
Hey, enough with the Huahua bullying. But
El
speaking of
bullying a Huahua.
credentials, it's time to
Ese
see
también
what
duele.
Hanya can do on the battlefield. During her basic attack,
El
Hanya
ataque
uses
básico.
her Oracle Brush to assault the enemy, dealing physical damage to a single target.
She really lives by the pen is mightier than the sword, huh?
Nada diferente el ataque básico. Un ataque básico sencillo sin
I'll get my
gritario.
coat.
In addition to dealing physical damage to a single target, Hanya's skill, Samsara Lot, can inflict them with a burdened state.
Ooh.
Estado de
Is that
quemadura.
Hanya's way of marking enemies prior to sentencing?
Pretty much. Allies inflict increased damage on enemies marked with burden. And if that wasn't enough, after an ally launches a set amount of attacks on an enemy marked with burden, they recover a skill point.
When the going
Recuperan
gets tough,
punto de skill.
Hanya's
Eso
got
sí lo
your
había
back.
visto.
Hanya's ultimate, Ten Lor's Decree.
Viene bien para los personajes que
Can
gastan
increase
bastante
speed
puntos.
and attack for a single ally. When Hanya uses her technique during exploration, she immediately launches an attack and inflicts burden on a random enemy.
When the enemy won't budge, call in the judge.
All that aside, in version 1.5, the new stack
Nuevos voces.
Shape of Perdition will appear within the fixture
No escuché que hacía la última. La voz del búho.
Complete the challenge
Está bien,
to
no se
obtain
preocupe.
new physical ascension materials. Within the same
Esa las va a usar
we'll also be
Argentino.
welcoming Cavern of Corrosion,
El nuevo
Path of
set de
Darkness.
corrosión. Estos son los que hay que
Complete the
farmear.
challenge to obtain
Para
two
dots y
brand
para
new Cavern relics, Prisoner in
para
Deep Confinement, and
topas.
Grand Duke Incinerated
Ataques
to
adicionales.
ashes. Woo! Well, that just about brings us to the final sections of our Haunted Cien Joe special program.
Huh? Already? This program isn't nearly haunted enough for my liking. Where are all the ghost stories? You know, beautiful foxy and spirits
canal de
knocking
Genshin?
on your door at midnight. That kind of thing.
I think you're thinking
Marco,
of a different program.
Moving swiftly on to some exciting updates. Thanks again for watching, y'all, and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the following commercials.
Pausa.
Ah,
Pausa para
daily
códigos.
grind? Had enough of running errands? Do you long for rapturous applause and cheering voices? How about increased self-confidence and a sense of pride? Then do we have an opportunity for you? The Boulder Town Martial Exhibition is now open for registration. Put yourself to the test by challenging the best. This event will once again be hosted by
Otro evento.
Business Alliance. Scott Business Alliance, made for the champions. In order to bring our audience a brand new experience, this event will be adopting a simultaneous exhibition format. Use your fists to prove your worth. Enter I Am the Ultimate Fighter to register your name. Could you be Boulder Town's new fighting star?
Boulder Town Super League. Van a hacer un PvP de
A
eso.
stellar Shadow Seeker recruitment announcement. March 7th, member of the Nameless has put out a cordial invitation for anyone able to restore her photographs to the way she remembers.
No, me falta
The images
un
in question
punto.
were inexplicably damaged. I lost all kinds of cool pictures. Beautiful scenery, strange encounters, you name it. There's a big reward for anyone that can help me restore the images. Actions speak louder than words.
Stellar
Miss
Shadow
Marsh's
Seeker.
memories are in your hands. Madam
Otro
Herda
evento.
of the Genius Society is about to launch
Aguanta, ¿por qué están
beta
poniendo
testing
estos
for newly
anuncios en la
developed
pausa?
Simulated Universe World 8. Participants will have their costs covered and progress saved for future iterations. In order to participate in this offline confidential beta test, please head to the most mysterious place in the universe, Herda's office. Test participants will be rewarded with a brand new Pentagony Land of the Dreams
Es
and
un evento.
permanent frontline Glamoth planar ornaments. What are you waiting for? Get testing! Good news! The planar mission
Argentino.
and Garden of Plenty events are about to begin. It's the version you know and love. Let the computer do the hard work for 3 minutes and get your hands on double rewards together with Argenti. One must explore the essence of beauty to appreciate the depth of chivalry. Yes, it is I, your beloved avian servant. Welcome to Interastral Peace Media's second special program, Legend of Cosmic Beauty. In today's program, we will be introducing
No,
a
le
new
hicieron
friend
estilo
of
de
the
shoujo
universe.
de
Yo,
los
how's my
90, 80.
favorite audience doing? Great to see you. You've
Hubieran
hardly been
puesto a
gone,
Estela
and
aquí.
Albert here's already had another wardrobe change.
Perhaps you didn't get the memo, but we're about to be discussing a night of impeccable elegance. It's time to get fancy. So, without further ado,
Parece caballero del
allow
Zodíaco.
me to introduce a member of the Knights of Beauty, Argenti.
Argentina, boludo. ¿Qué hace ahí? La verdad es que no me interesa el argentino, así que...
Argenti is a physical type character following the path of erudition. As a devoted admirer of Adrilla the Beauty, Argenti spends his life roaming the universe and extolling their name.
Ah, so the simulated universe occurrences Curio, Robe of the Beauty, and Knights of Beauty to the rescue. They're obviously related to the Knights, right? Running into the Knights of Beauty while testing the simulated universe is always a blessing. Those guys are a lifeline in a tight spot, especially when I can't get enough path resonance.
Treating people with courtesy, helping others as a matter of principle,
La que regalen 10
and offering
botellas ahorita.
sincere praise to
Como la vez
all
pasada.
things in the universe. Such is the code of conduct that Argenti lives by. In the simulated universe, not every helping hand is benevolent, but those provided by the Knights are beyond question. May the names of Argenti and the Beauty be blessed for all eternity.
Speaking of which, Albert, what was that Planar Fissure and Garden of Plenty commercial all about?
Well, Argenti magnanimously answered our call and agreed to appear in our commercial as a corporate ambassador. Oh, and I nearly forgot our end of the bargain. The IPM acknowledges that Adrilla the Beauty is the most peerless beauty of them all.
Albert, what did you get yourself into now?
No need to worry. Just a little two-way back scratching.
Okay. Kinda TMI. But I still don't really understand the concept of the beauty.
Allow me to explain. Adrilla's beauty permeates everything. Take Argenti, for example. From his daily armor cleaning routine to his constant grace, all of it stems from his pursuit of the beauty. Elegance is Argenti's
Se lo están hablando de que está bonito. El resumen, está bonito.
Argenti's basic attack, fleeting
El ataque
flames,
básico.
can deal physical damage to a
Daño
single
físico
target.
sin
His
gastar.
skill, just as hereby blooms, can deal physical damage to all enemies.
Nice!
La habilidad le pega a
Man,
todos.
I wish I looked that elegant in combat.
Argenti's ultimate is pretty unique, triggering different effects depending on the amount of energy consumed.
Depende de
Such
cuánta
is the
energía va a hacer
manifold beauty
algo.
of Adrilla. When consuming a small amount of energy, Argenti's ultimate, for in this garden supreme beauty bestows, can deal damage to all enemies. When consuming all energy, Argenti's ultimate becomes merit bestowed in my garden, which deals greater damage. It also inflicts
Lo mismo,
additional
pero más
damage
daño.
on a
Y
random
ahora tiene
target.
como ese tono amarillo.
Wait, so you can choose how much energy to release?
That's not all. Argenti's talent, Sublime Object, can allow Argenti to regenerate additional energy and obtain a stack of self-cultivation. Self-cultivation can increase Argenti's crit rate.
Oh, so
Le aumenta el
the more
crítico en el
self-cultivation,
talento.
the fiercer his attacks. Or, to put it another way, Argenti needs to attack as many enemies as possible. The greater the number of enemies, the faster his energy regeneration, and the stronger his combat.
Exactly. Stronger combat.
Sí, pero ya
faster
estás
energy
diciendo que él
regeneration,
depende
more
de que hayan
enemies to attack.
muchos. A
Argenti
single
giving
target,
erudition vibes.
Argenti no
I'm
va a
here
ser
for
tan
it.
bueno.
Argenti's technique, Manifesto of Purest Virtue, can daze enemies within a set range. Dazed enemies are unable to launch attacks. Attacking
No
a
pueden
dazed enemy to
golpear.
enter combat not only deals damage to all enemies, but also regenerates Argenti's energy.
Woo.
Le regenera la energía. Es
Argenti
como la de
is
Team
kinda
Blue.
handsome. I'm feeling a little
Debería
dazed
estar
myself.
encendiendo directo supuestamente.
They say
Ni siquiera
looks
aprendió
can
para el Star
kill.
Rail, imagínate.
That's true. Did Argenti
La misión
fans
de
are in
Argentino.
for a fatal surprise in version 1.5. In Night of Universal Hallucinations, Trailblazers will encounter Argenti en route to a Washtopia.
Wait a second. Wash a what now? I shower every day.
Slow down there, Trailblazer. Have you never asked yourself how the Astral
Argentina, la
Express
Argentina.
stays so clean and shiny?
Because Pom-Pom's always cleaning up after us?
It's because the train stops at Wastopias along its journey. Wastopias specialize in cleaning interstellar craft.
Washtopia,
There are all kinds of
literalmente
fancy
lavadotopia.
lemon-scented antibacterial. We're getting off topic. All you need to know is that the encounter with Argenti is one of excitement and wonder. And a little bird tells me he's set for a showdown with the entire crew.
I don't get it. Why are we always either in a fight or on the way to one?
A fight, you say? Far too bourge a term. What you meant to say was a chivalrous display of gentlemanly fortitude. Anyway, Argenti only challenges those who he deeply respects.
Ah, you mean that the illustrious galactic baseballer's reputation doth precede one?
Sure.
Nunca había visto al
Anyway, with the Drummer's
Altavivito
blessing,
así.
let's move straight on to the version 1.5 warp events.
Los eventos.
Finally!
First off, during the first phase of version 1.5 in the character
El banner.
event warp, Bloom and Gloom, Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star character warp.
Empezó Pollo. Así nos
Scaredy
abandonan.
cat trainee judge.
During the second phase of version 1.5, we'll be welcoming 2 character event warps. In
Segunda
Thorns of
parte.
Scented Crown, Trailblazers can obtain the limited
Ay, se coge
character
Argenti.
Argenti.
Ah, our knight in shining armor.
Meanwhile, in Contract
Silver.
Zero, the familiar face of Silver Wolf will be joining the warp. Not to mention the 4-star
Silver
character
con links.
Anya, who will be appearing in both the aforementioned
El banner de Silver es muy bueno.
character event warps.
Ah, long time no see, Silverwolf. I wonder if her game accounts are doing any better.
You want to ask her the next time you see her?
You first.
Now, it's time to take a look at version 1.5's light cones. In the first phase of version 1.5, the
El
drop
cono de
rate
ella.
with a 5-star light
Yo quería
cone
tirar el cono de Silver, porque ya Silver la tengo.
While in the second phase of version 1.5, the 5-star light cone, an instance before gaze, will enter the light cone event warp. At the same time,
Ya la tengo.
the drop rate for the 5-star light cone incessant rain will be...
Porque no tengo buen cono para ella. Yo lo tengo el de Well, pero tampoco es la gran cosa.
To make the jump. And here's some other cool stuff. Starting from 1.5 within the team selection and character ascension screens, every character will have brand new voice
This is
lines.
a different kind of arena.
Ah, van a agregarle un voz cuando se agrega un personaje. Y cuando se suben de nivel también.
Was ascension line? Ah, so cute. Wait. If a character
En Genshin tenían eso ya. Eso siempre está en Genshin. Cuando tú subes de nivel, los metes al equipo, ellos dicen una voz.
All audio lines get saved in the index. You can listen back at any time. Here's something else. In version 1.5, we'll also be seeing a guest book feature update. If Trailblazers are ever curious to check which friends have visited the Express, the guest book has a record and message
para saber quién ya ha ido al vagón.
Additionally, the Forgotten Hall will also be receiving updates in 1.5. First up, in Forgotten Hall Combat, Trailblazers can now choose to re-challenge.
Re-challenge?
It's like this. If things aren't going too smooth when challenging a certain stage, Trailblazers can choose to return to the Forgotten Hall map and restart the challenge. When re-challenging, previously used technique points are replenished. A chance to replan your main technique strategy, perhaps. And I almost forgot to mention, stopping and restarting a challenge in the second half of a stage doesn't mean you have...
O sea, cuando estás en el salón olvidado, o sea, el abismo, y tú estás peleando y en la pelea y la vaina se pone fea, puedes volver a empezar otra vez, sin salirte.
Your previous lineup will be waiting for you on the preparation screen. No need for manual selection.
Now that's my kind of update.
Can't wait for Trailblazers to give it all a spin. The Forgotten Hall is an important system within the game. Updates will continue to be rolled out, so stay tuned for future versions.
No escuché lo que decía la otra parte de los...
Looks like it's time for our final redemption code. See you on the other side, Trailblazers.
Final. Este es el último código, o sea que yo me perdí uno. Seis B 9 B F P K 58 Q 3 T. $32. ¿Cuánto más tengo que esperar?
Hey folks, I'm back!
Me too.
Me three! Good to see you again, Trailblazers. You're just in time to help us wrap up version 1.5 special program.
Aw, is it that time already?
Que si ya empezó, ya parece que se está
I
acabando.
guess, Trailblazer. This owl is ready to flap.
Aren't you forgetting something, Albert? I'm pretty sure you didn't mention the thing.
Thing? What thing?
3 minutos.
That thing? Winky winky.
Gift of Odyssey.
Ah, coño,
Version
claro.
1.5, Trailblazers can get
El
their
logo
hands
diario.
on 10 warps through the check-in event.
There it is.
Heck yeah!
Gotta love a check-in event.
De que ya se le
And
estaba
that's not the
olvidando.
only thing to love in version 1.5. Anything
Entonces,
in
¿cuál era el
today's
otro?
IPM programs tickle your fancy, guys?
You had me at Ghost Hunting Squad. I am so ready for a spooky stream.
Sign me up! As for me, it was all about those unique characters. Huohuo's tale backstory, Hanya's Ten Lords expertise, and Argenti's mysterious search for the beauty. Can't wait to see them in person.
Couldn't have put it better myself. And with that, Trailblazers, I bid you a peaceful onward journey. Thank you for supporting the IBM. See you in the next one.
See ya.
Ok, este era,
See you later!
este era el otro código que me hacía falta. Bueno, Topaz, por favor. Ay, Dios, no lo reclamo. $33. Coño, madre, ¿por qué? ¿Hasta cuándo voy a seguir tirando? Bueno, ya se acabó el de Star Rail, así que.
Comienza
1.47 dice acá. Y acá dice 1.42. Bueno. Este fue el directo de Star Rail. Estuvo chido. Me perdí el inicio. Creo que unos 10 minutos. Pero está bien. Quiero la Hania. Y la Jojo. Y el cono de Silver. Y Hania viene en el de Silver. Así que tiraré en el de Silver. Por cualquier cosa. Con que tenga una es suficiente. No sé si hay alguna constelación ahí que sea buena. De repente se la saco. Oh. No estaba mal.